What up, Dokkanners? So now that the part 2 banners have released, you can now use your rainbow tickets to summon on any one of the 4 major banners during this worldwide celebration. I'm talking about the part 1, Broly and Super Saiyan Trio, and then of course the part 2 banners. Some of you might be wondering, how do you obtain these rainbow tickets? Are there any more that you can get? So we're going to go over all of that stuff right now. Number 1, at most you can earn 21 of these rainbow tickets in this celebration, but that is only dependent on how many stones you have consumed over the last year, as those rainbow tickets are only obtainable through the Memorial Dragonstone shop. Now, you don't see those rainbow tickets in my shop here because I've already purchased them, but they would be located in between this thing right here and the Goku. Those rainbow tickets each cost you 5 Memorial Stones. For those of you who don't know what Memorial Stones are, basically for every 50 Dragon Stones you consumed over the previous year, you were given 1 Memorial Stone this year at the start of the celebration. So if you were to spend 105 Memorial Stones, you would have needed to have spent over 5,000 Dragon Stones over the last year to obtain all 21 tickets. 21 tickets were up for sale, each one costing 5, so 5 times 21 is 105 Memorial Stones, aka over 5,000 Dragon Stones consumed over the past year. So for those of you who are brand new to the game, maybe you joined during the 9th anniversary, maybe you joined during Worldwide, you probably are not going to have too many of these Memorial Stones. Now, in my personal opinion, if you don't have enough Memorial Stones to pick up enough of those rainbow tickets, I actually think that it's better to go for these worldwide tickets, because if you're able to accumulate 50 of these worldwide tickets, then you can use 50 of them to do a very special promotion on the worldwide celebration banners, which are these 2 right here. I don't have it listed anymore because I've already done them in a separate video, but you can do special multis costing you 50 tickets that give you 20 SSRs guaranteed. The first 10 SSRs are random SSRs. The second 10 SSRs are guaranteed featured among these various Dokkan Fests over the last few years of Dokkan, which is a really, really good deal. So I do think that ultimately, either way you go, it's going to be a good deal. But for a more sure thing, going for this to do those special 20 SSR multis is probably better. But this video is going to be for those of you who did manage to pull some of those rainbow tickets. There is no GSSR, so you are basically doing 21 singles at most. If you have fewer, like 8, you'd be doing 8 singles. You could do 7 of them in one multi. You get no statistical advantage other than simply saving time, but that's pretty much it. So now the next topic of conversation is, can you save them for other things? Will we be getting more? We will not be getting more. You cannot save them for other things because those tickets are they're completely obsolete after the worldwide celebration is over. So you have to make a decision and choose between these 4 major banners. And so that really just depends on which banners you've summoned on, which characters you have copies of, which ones you don't have enough copies of. In general, the golden rule is whichever unit you have the least amount of copies of, go for that. But I do think that overall there is more value on the Dokkan Festival banners as opposed to the Carnival banners. Now again, these singles or multis are not going to be a sure thing, but if you are lucky and you manage to pull an SSR or a Dokkan Fest or something, I think it's better to go for one of these banners, this one or this one, because you're going to have some nice leader skills, some nice abilities overall that can work in a multitude of different ways, as opposed to the Carnival summons where you have a bigger chance of pulling some of the older LRs that are maybe less relevant. So let me just go to the Dokkan Info page here. This is going to be easier. So this is the Super Saiyan Trios banner. Obviously, I would say among the 4 new LRs, I would say that the Super Saiyan Trio, the Go-Go Trunks, is the best. The reason why I think that this is the best after using all of them is that this unit makes every unit on the team better. And if you have 2 of these units, it makes a huge difference in terms of how much more resilient every member on the team becomes. So this is now going to be sort of the new era of showcases. Now it's going to be whether or not you did a showcase on a unit with or without the trio present on the team. That's how good and influential they are. So I think that this unit is the best overall. So if you don't have this character, I think going for them on these summons right here would be better. Also, you have the Piccolo banner unit, which is a fantastic unit. You have a fallback in the Fat Boo, which is definitely one of the go-to pickups of the coin shop, which will be talked about in a separate video. So the upside is that you're going to be getting 3 three of the more preferred characters among all these different characters in the celebration. And then as your fallbacks besides these, you would have a Broly Easy A, you would have a Super Saiyan 3 Goku Super Easy A, you would have Spirit Bomb Z, who massively benefits from the Super Saiyan trio. Even if you don't have this as your main lead, as a friend unit, if this guy is run on your team alongside the Spirit Bomb Z, that's a big upgrade, because this unit is a defensive stacker. When all that extra defense that you're getting from this, ooh, that's a big difference. So I think that this banner is the best. Next would be the Broly banner that we just had in part 2, sort of for the similar reasons. The difference is this extreme class character, while it's not the best slot 1 unit at all times, this is a great facilitator for extreme class, but more specifically uncontrollable power. So if you have an emergent uncontrollable power team, or perhaps you're looking to boost up your extreme class a little bit, going for this Broly I think would be good, because the upside is you also benefit from the Fusion Zamasu pickup, Spirit Bomb GT, which is excellent. Super Saiyan 3 Goku is another all-star pickup with your coins. I also think that the Hirudegarn is a good coin pickup. Obviously he is a dodge or die unit, but after a couple of turns, assuming you dodge fairly well, this unit's defense will become really, really high, to the point where he is less of a liability than he might be initially. Also, he is on uncontrollable powers, so he would further help the team that this Broly is a part of. So there's a lot of upside on this banner as well. And then we go into the carnivals. There's a whole lot more clutter here. Actually, I would say that this is a better banner than this one. Even though you've got the family Kamehameha, who hits really, really hard. You've got a Revive Goku, who has gotten better with the advent of this guy. And then with the Tech Super Saiyan Broly, who hits really hard as well. I just think that the collection of LRs here is better. Broly, bonafide slot 1 for the extreme class. Planetary Destruction, insane support, also a really, really good attack unit. Broly, who's like an Omni support at this point, very, very good. Future Saga lead, Future Gohan, who got even better with characters like this guy, or even this guy existing. So, yeah, this is the order. Number 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me know in the comments if you guys agree or disagree with the priority list that I've set here. If you don't have this guy, go for that and work your way down based on what... These are just my opinions. If you disagree, that's totally fine. Let me know in the comments which banner you went for, which characters you're shooting for. Again, nothing is guaranteed, so all of this could be for nothing. You go in, you do your singles or whatever, and you end up getting shafted. Now, for me, I rainbowed the Broly, I rainbowed the Gohan. I didn't rainbow Videl, but both the Broly and the Super Saiyan trio from part 1, I only got to 90%, and that too after a lot of Dragon Stones. I spent a lot of Dragon Stones getting up to 90%. I think I went almost 7,000 stones. Most of it was on stream, but I would do some summons here and there off stream, and it got pricey, which is another reason why I am very thankful that I got the balance restored during part 2. I got very lucky during part 2. So that being said, let's go ahead and go for these summons in part 1. We're going to be doing 3 7-unit multis, no GSSR whatsoever. If we get lucky in Rainbow, fantastic. If we don't, I am still grateful that I managed to get however many I did. Even one copy is enough. And that's also a big thing. At one copy, this Super Saiyan trio does so much for your team that it is 100% worth pursuing. At one copy, the Tech Broly does so much for the extreme class for the movie boss team. At one copy, even the Int Legendary Super Saiyan Broly Dokkan Festival does a lot for the movie boss and the uncontrollable power categories. But I think the amount of impact that this unit has is just on a whole different level. All right, so the first multi, we got nothing. Okay. We got a fusion off of a 7-unit multi, off of a weekend summon. Do it. That's not it. No. Yeah, that's it. Okay. And for the final multi, let's go ahead and just do some crack one more time. This is pretty much going to be my final summon. I'm not going to be jumping back into summon anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why did I do 9 cracks? 3 for each character on screen. I don't know. Will it work? No.